thought you would like to see the hat. District Federal, Mexican restaurant in District 2. I didn't get this for free, but I walk with it everywhere, and I've not so much I've been given a vegan taco for all the free advertising I'm doing for this restaurant. But it's a great place, and if you're ever in District 2, give it a go. So there's a few reasons why I decided to go live this morning, but I'm going to turn the camera around just so you can see the walking and not my face. So I'm doing a pretty standard walk today around the area I live, which is called Taudien, which is, there's lovers, let us be lovers, we'll marry, right? A place called Taudien, which is a bit of an expat enclave here in Ho Chi Minh City in District 2. It's a pretty self-contained place, and you don't really need to go out of it very much if you get everything here, including this shop, which I'll just point out to you. As you can see, multi-brand lifestyle, where you can get all your best basic needs and some not so basic if you need to spark up your love life. They've got some equipment that will help you. So the reason I've decided to go live today is there's a couple of things, right? So one is I'm having some technical problems with YouTube, and it's to be quite honest about it, it's getting on my tits. So there's two things I use: there's YouTube Studio and just the YouTube channel itself. And all my videos I put a title on. And you can see the title on YouTube Studio, but you can't see the title on the actual channel. So rather than me going through Google and trying to work out how to solve this problem, because I really hate doing that kind of stuff, if anybody's got any experience with YouTube and knows how to solve this problem, I'd be really grateful if you'd let me know. By the way, I've got 0 people on, even though I just told some friends I'm just about to go live. None of them have bothered to actually. One person's in to tune in. The second reason I've gone live this morning is, as those of you who were kind enough to watch yesterday will say that I answered some questions. And I categorise those questions, but I never prepare what I'm going to say, and I've always done that even at work. If I have to do a presentation, I sort of know in my head the points I want to cover, but I never actually prepare a speech, for want of a better term, just because I find it really stressful to try and remember it. I'd rather just talk from the top of my head. But so we were categorising some questions, and there was a category I forgot to mention, and this one's a bit more sensitive because I probably shouldn't name names. So the kind name for this category is concern for my health, and perhaps a more unkind name would be am I included in your will? So there's been a few people who have expressed concern about my level of fitness and my ability to do this, and my age, which is 58. So as I say, I won't name names, but Van Ang, you know who you are. I realise that heat is a bit of a concern in this expedition that I'm doing, and I'll just have to be aware of that, because obviously heat stroke is the biggest concern. But in terms of fitness, I think I'm probably fitter than I've been for years, and I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't think I could make it. But also I would I would stop if I thought that there was any risk to my health. I would stop. So associated with that was personal safety. There was a couple of comments made. What happens if somebody robs you or attacks you or whatever? Well, firstly, I'm Scottish, right? We get attacked by no man, right? But secondly, in all my 15 years in Vietnam, I've always felt it's the safest country I've ever lived in. And that includes Singapore, which is supposed to be the safest country. And the only time I've ever had a real kicking in Vietnam was actually by a group of drunken expats who jumped me in a bar or outside a bar. Really tough guys who, kind of guys that kick you in the face when you're already down, those kind of fuckers. But I've never had a problem with a local, and I always find if you don't make... Hi Paul, how you doing? I always find that if you don't make trouble here, you're not going to get trouble. So, but I will be taking a concealed weapon, just in case anybody wants to try their luck. It will be in the shape of a hammer, and it will look like a hammer, and it will be the weight of a hammer. But I'm really hoping that I don't have to do anything like that. Hi Matthew. The other thing is there's been a couple of questions, and it's a bit annoying, right? Because the questions are coming through Facebook and WhatsApp. I'm trying to build a little bit of momentum here, so if you've got questions, could you please put them on the channel? Not that I'm criticising your ending, but it's not that difficult, is it? However, these maybe actually they're not questions or comments. They've come from old university friends, the people that you think you can rely on are often the people that really have a go at you. So I would like to answer you both. So one of them came from Alison Haggart, who is a good friend, whose son actually lives here, and we went to uni together. Not his son, but Alison and her husband Billy. And Alison was questioning my camera skills in a very sarcastic manner by saying she would buy me a tripod. I am not here for camera skills. I am not the kind of person who really cares about camera skills. I do food reviews on a site called Authentic Foodies and something. Thing. And I'm often getting criticised for my photos on the reviews. But if you don't like it, then I would... community guidelines are difficult for me. I think I've already sworn twice. I'm sorry, but I'm doing my best, do you know what I mean? Camera skills are not my thing. But thank you for your feedback, Alison. It's been noted. And then we've got another ex-uni friend. I've somebody who I've known since probably 7 years old, a guy called Craig Stephen, who lives in Hong Kong. Craig, one of those guys, he's a little bit sarcastic. Thinks he's funny, he's not really. So Craig made a comment about yesterday's live post about me lying on the sofa. Well, the fact is, I wasn't lying on the sofa. I was lying in bed. And there was a very good reason for that, Craig. As you know, another old uni friend, Stephen, who is, of course, known by his very, very weird nickname, Smitty, and his wife, Tracy, are visiting him at the moment. And actually, they live in Penang at the moment, and I went over to visit them recently, and they liked me so much that they immediately came back to see me, and they came up to our house on Tuesday night, and we certainly put away quite a lot of liquid carbohydrates. So yesterday I was lying in a state of what you would call a tremendous hangover. I was pretty rough. And so I didn't really do an official walk yesterday, even though I ended up doing about 10 kilometres just by being a house husband. Hi, Luca. Thanks for tuning in. Subscriber numbers have gone up dramatically. Yes, I'm up to 140 now. I mean, out of all those Facebook friends, and I posted on LinkedIn. So 140. I'm 860 away from being monetized by YouTube, and that would probably, if I get to 1,000, I'd probably make about $1 over the whole thing. So that was really the reason for the live stream today. But seriously, if anybody out there knows how to fix this technical problem on YouTube, please help me, because I am not a man of patience when it comes to technology, and I will get very, very fed up trying to solve it. So I'm now in a street called Wien Ba Wan, I think. But my Vietnamese isn't really that good. And when I go walking, I just wander around and see what I can see. I never plan a route. That's the end of this morning's live stream. Solve the problem. If you want to ask questions or make comments, please do it on the channel if you don't mind. Give me a free vegan taco for all the advertising I do for the restaurant. And and finally, I'm meeting Stephen and Tracy again tonight, so tomorrow will also be another hungover day. Hope you all have a good day, guys. I will now continue the walk. I started late this morning because I went for a coffee with Julian, so I won't do the usual distance because it'll get too hot. But I hope you all have a good day, and I hope to talk to you soon. Cheers. Hi, Jake. Just turning off now, but thanks for tuning in.